So here we go again, managing remotely, this time correcting. We looked at praise and correction and we started with praise, always praise employees. So important, but I'm not talking the praise sandwich here. I'm talking about regular praise. When you catch people doing something well, say well done. Praise them for it, explain why. It's the same principle with correcting. When we catch people doing something that's not right, we need to talk to them about it. We may start by asking them why they did it that way. I'm a big believer in always ask first. Don't jump in, find out what's going on. So we don't put our foot in it. There may be issues we're not aware of, but we must correct when we see it. And I use the acronym ASS here, ASS, always state standards. So we've done our APing, as I call it, APE, APing, ASSing now, always state the standards. So here we are, when we see somebody doing something wrong, always state the standards. And make sure that we do. And do it properly, do it assertively. Some people think they don't like telling people off, so they make a joke out of it. You make a joke out of it, they will see it as a joke. A person needs to know that you're sincere and honest. If we've been giving plenty of praise, it's okay to say, why are you doing it that way? Can I tell you how you should be doing it? Why did you do that? You know the rules, or you know how we work in our organization. Very important. So tip 1, keep praising. Tip 2, always state the standards. Catch people doing it, tell them there and then, don't wait. Tip 3, make a note. You'll forget about it. And later on, when we look at other stuff and when we look at other tips and techniques, one of the things we'll learn is we may need to recall, we may need to put stuff in writing. So we're putting in writing now in our notebook, whatever we keep, however we handle it. I always reckon every good manager should have a little notebook to put things in. It's your memory. More than anything, it's your memory, but it could become evidence. So tip 1, A. Tip 2, ask. Tip 3, make a note. And tip 4, nice easy one, always correct in private. It's a basic principle. It's a basic rule. Never correct people in front of other people. You wouldn't like it doing it yourself. Don't you do it. Let's not embarrass people. Treat people with dignity and respect. But they're my 4 tips. Now, here's the point. We can, whether we're in the workplace or whether it's remotely, we're having conversations, we're having our meetings at work, same principles. We've been praising people. We're now asking them if something's wrong, and we can pick it up a later date. And if we do, we document it. But if it's a meeting and there are other people there, wait till after the meeting, give them a call afterwards and say, correct them later. What happened there? Like, can I just tell you about that? And then tip 4, always in private, as we said. So they're my 4 tips for correcting. So we've had A, now we've got ASS. Now, just out of interest, there's going to come a point when if the aping and the assing isn't working and people are still continuing to make the same mistakes or have the same bad conduct, we've got to bring them in and talk to them about it. That's for a later date. Good luck. Enjoy.